Hello students, how are you all? Today we will learn English Unit 3. Today we will start Unit 3 poem My Shadow. It is written by Robert Louis Stevenson. So I request you all please open your English textbook Unit 3 My Shadow and please pay attention. So children, before we will start this poem, I would like to introduce our poet Robert Louis Stevenson. So, this poem is written by Robert Louis Stevenson. He is best known as the author of the children's classic Treasure Island. It is written in 1882, and the adult horror story The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It is written on 1886. So he was born in Edinburgh in Scotland. So without any delay, let's move on to the poem. Before we will start this poem, I would like to say that here I have put the picture of this poet. So you can see this picture also and you can understand that how he has written the poem. Now let's start the poem. First, here we have three stanzas. So first I will read first stanza, then I will explain you. So please listen properly and try to understand this poem. I have a little shadow that goes in and out with me, and what can be the use of him is more than I can see. He is very, very like me from the heels up to the head, and I see him jump before me when I jump into my bed. So, children, here in the first stanza, the boy is fantasized with his shadow and likes to observe it. He says that he has a little shadow that is always present with him when he is going out anywhere in the sun. The boy knows that there is more that he can do with the shadow than just observing it following him around everywhere. The boy says that it is just like him from the heel to the head. Here, the poet uses heel to head to show that boy is fascinated that the shadow is connected to him from the heel. The boy is excited to see how it is always ahead of him and jumps in the bed before he does. He gets excited to see how the shadow is always following him but is always ahead of him too. So children, now we will see second stanza. The funniest thing about him is the way he likes to grow. Not at all like proper children, which is always very slow. For he sometimes shoot up taller like an India rubber ball, and he sometimes gets so little that there's none of him at all. Children, before this explanation, I would like to say that when you will see the poem lines, you can see the rhyming words also. As you can see in the second line, grow, and in the fourth line, slow, ball, all. So this way we are getting some rhyming words also from this poem. So here in the second stanza, the boy is fantasized by how the shadow grows abnormally like he has never seen before. He says that the shadow grows faster, unlike the normal kids who grow slower than him. He also gets excited to see how the shadow grows bigger all of a sudden without his knowledge, and sometimes it is so small that it is not seen at all. He is surprised by how the shadow grows big and small every day, which he has not seen happening to anyone or anything else around him. Here you can see the picture also of a boy with the shadow. Last stanza, third stanza. One morning, Very early before the sun I was up. I rose and found the shining dew on every buttercup. But my lazy little shadow, like an errant sleepyhead, had stayed at home behind me and was fast asleep in bed. So, in the last stanza, this boy is saying that the poet now describes a moment when the boy got up from his bed in the early morning before sunrise. He woke to a beautiful dew morning where he saw dew shining on every leaf. The sun was only in the horizon, and there was not much light around him, and he could not see his shadow. The poet portrays the excitement of the boy to see that for the first time his shadow was not following him, and he says that his shadow felt lazy and stayed behind at home. While he was enjoying the sunrise, his shadow stayed at his bed. This also means that when the boy got in the bed, his shadow went in with him. But when he got out of it in the morning, his shadow didn't come along. So here in the first stanza, the poet have mentioned that this boy is going to observing of the shadow. Then he was thinking that my shadow, when he is going in the bed, that shadow is also going into the bed, and when he was going up from the bed, then shadow also going with him. But in the last stanza, poet says that this boy woke up early in the morning before sunrise, so he did not see his shadow because there was no sunrise. He got up very early, so this boy was thinking that my shadow become lazy. So this is very interesting poem. I hope you have understand. Now we will discuss meanings. Here in your textbook also these meanings are given. We will read it. India rubber ball means a ball that can bounce very high. Buttercup means a yellow flower. Errant means bad. Errant sleepyhead means completely inattentive. Here, attentive spelling, inattentive, double TENTIVE. You have to write. It is the printing mistake in the textbook. We will discuss question answers. Answer these questions. Number 1. Who do you think your shadow looks like? Answer. I think my shadow looks exactly like me. Number 2. Why do you think your shadow jumps into bed before you can? Answer. The shadow is not a physical thing and it appears faster than light. It is because of that my shadow jumps into bed before I can. Number 3. What time of the day do you think it is when your shadow is the tallest? Why? Morning, afternoon, or night? Answer. Our shadow is the tallest in the morning. It is because the sun rays are slanting at that time of sunrise. So now you can see question 4. Read the lines from the poem and answer the following. In the textbook you are having these lines and questions are given, so we will write these answers. Before we will start, I am going to read these 2 lines for you. He is very very like me from the heels up to the head. Question 1. Who does he refer to? Answer. He refers to the shadow. Question 2. Who does me refer to? Answer. Me refers to the poet. 3. Why are he and me alike? Answer. He and me are alike because they look exactly like each other. Question 3. Rhyming words. This exercise is not given in the textbook, so children please pay attention. Number 1. Me, see. 2. Head, bed. 3. Grow slow. 4. Ball all. 5. Dew few. 6. Up buttercup. 7. Way say. We are having on page number 46 one more exercise. So children, here fill in the blanks using one of the words given in the brackets. In the brackets you are having three words. From that correct one you have to choose. So number 1, where is the child whose parents have come to school? Here you have in the bracket who, whose or which, and answer is whose. So whatever answer is there, I have mentioned the underlined word, so that is the answer. This exercise you have to write only in the textbook, not in the CW. Number 2, I saw many houses which were quite spacious. 3. Mathematics, which is my favorite subject, is so interesting. 4. The poem that you read out is so lovely. 5. I know the street which he lives on. 6. I like reading books that have pictures in it. 7. The old lady whom I met in your house is my neighbor. So children, you are having homework. Write question 1, 2 and 3. Question 1 meanings, question 2 question answers, and question 3 rhyming words. These 3 exercise you have to write in your English classwork notebook with pen and learn well also. And this last exercise we have discussed, which is given on page number 46, that you have to write only in the textbook with pencil. Thank you.